claim Ariana Grande's ex Mac Miller, 26, who was found dead in LA, has already had his home cleaned of drugs with only tiny amount of white powder found by police despite suspected overdose. The sudden death of Ariana Grande's ex Mac Miller due to a suspected drug overdose is raising questions after police found his home almost completely clear of drugs. The rapper's body was found in a bedroom at his home in the San Fernando Valley outside Los Angeles around noon yesterday. He was believed to have died from a drug overdose, but today police found just a tiny amount of white powder in his home, according to TMZ. Sources told the website that Miller's home had been virtually swept clean, which they say would make no sense, as someone who had overdosed would not have the foresight to clear their house of paraphernalia. Miller was pronounced dead at the scene by paramedics yesterday, according to a report by TMZ. Despite the suspected drug overdose, dispatch audio from when a male friend alerted authorities describes him as having suffered a cardiac arrest. The artist was notably linked to the singer Ariana Grande, who ended their 2-year relationship back in May and got engaged to comedian Pete Davidson just 1 month later following a whirlwind romance. A statement from Miller's family said, "Malcolm McCormick, known and adored by fans as Mac Miller, has tragically passed away at the age of 26. He was a bright light in this world for his family, friends and fans. Thank you for your prayers. Please respect our privacy." There are no further details as to the cause of his death at this time. The scene outside Miller's home has been chaotic yet somber following the discovery of his body midday Friday. Soon after the 911 call came in, LAPD and fire officials swarmed the scene. Initial reports have said there doesn't appear to be anything criminal. Just after 2 p.m. local time Friday, a coroner arrived at Miller's Studio City home, and the body was seen being carted out just before 4 p.m. Miller's death has widely been reported to be the result of an overdose, although that has not been confirmed. Friends and family were photographed at the home outside of Los Angeles, including one unidentified woman who was seen collapsing in a fit of tears in the driveway as police tried to comfort her. NBA star Karl Anthony Towns, a close friend of Miller's, arrived on the scene soon after reports of the 26-year-old's death surfaced. Towns tweeted, "Not only were you my favorite artist, you was one of my closest friends. The love we had was genuine and the moments we shared were filled with nothing but positivity and laughter. I love you, man, and I'm sure as hell gonna miss you at Miller. Rest easy, my brother, sick." Grande, who dated Miller seriously for nearly 2 years, has not publicly addressed news of Miller's death as of Friday evening. Within minutes of the first reports being released, the singer had disabled the comments section on her Instagram, which had already been flooded with comments about Miller's death. Several of the comments saying things such as "This is your fault and you did this," were screenshotted and posted to Twitter. The rapper famously helped Grande overcome her grief after a terrorist attack in the UK at her Manchester concert in May last year. That June he went back to England with her to put on a defiant performance at a tribute concert she arranged. The pair remained firmly loved up until May this year, when they suddenly parted ways. Grande addressed the breakup in an Instagram story, writing of Miller, "I respect and adore opening bracket Malcolm closing bracket endlessly and am grateful to have him in my life in any form." The message was written around a picture of the Dangerous Woman singer and the musician locked in an embrace while lying on a couch. The full text read, "Hi. This is one of my best friends in the whole world and favorite people on the planet, Malcolm McCormick. I respect and adore him endlessly and am grateful to have him in my life in any form, at all times, regardless of how our relationship changes or what the universe holds for each of us. Unconditional love is not selfish. It is wanting the best for that person even if at the moment it's not you. I can't wait to know and support you forever and I'm so proud of you." Friends told TMZ they warned others not to bring up the relationship when talking to Miller because it was too touchy. Less than a week after the split, Miller, who has long battled substance abuse and addiction, was arrested for driving while drunk after he crashed his SUV and fled the scene. After the arrest, Ariana tweeted, "PLS, take care of yourself." Directly following the collision, many of Miller's fans hit out at his ex, accusing her of having caused him to fall off the wagon. On May 21, Twitter user Elijah Flint wrote, "Mac Miller totally his G-Wagon and getting a DUI after Ariana Grande dumped him for another dude after he poured his heart out on a 10-song album to her called The Divine Feminine is just the most heartbreaking thing happening in Hollywood." Grande responded with a statement saying, "How absurd that you minimize female self-respect and self-worth by saying someone should stay in a toxic relationship because he wrote an album about them. Which BTW isn't the case, only Cinderella saved me. I am not a babysitter or mother and no woman should feel that they need to be. I have cared for him and tried to support his sobriety and prayed for his balance for years, and always will of course, but shaming/blaming women for a man's inability to keep his sh** together is a very major problem. Let's please stop doing that." Of course I didn't share about how hard or scary it was while it was happening, but it was. I will continue to pray from the bottom of my heart that he figures it all out and that any other woman in this position does as well. She ended with a heart. Miller's battle with substance abuse over the past decade had been documented extensively both in the media and in his own music. In multiple interviews, Miller spoke about how he'd started using drugs including cocaine and opiates when he was just 15 years old. During his 2012 Macadelic tour, the artist became addicted to purple drank Orlean, a drug concoction of promethazine and codeine, but managed to quit after noticing how it had taken over his life. "I love lean, it's great. I was not happy and I was on lean very heavy. I was so f***ed up all the time, it was bad. My friends couldn't even look at me the same. I was lost," he told Complex in 2013. It wasn't until earlier this summer that his addiction problems made headlines again following the DUI crash. The day before his death, Vulture published an interview in which Miller described feeling pressure from his fame and his struggle with depression. "I really wouldn't want just happiness. And I don't want just sadness either. I don't want to be depressed. I want to be able to have good days and bad days. I can't imagine not waking up sometimes and being like, I don't feel like doing ****t. And then having days where you wake up and you feel on top of the world," he said. Elsewhere, he said, "There's pressure. A lot of times in my life I've put this pressure to hold myself to the standard of whatever I thought I was supposed to be, or how I was supposed to be perceived. It's the job. This is what I signed up for. So, you just have to not. You have to have your own reality and that has to be the driving force of your life. Do I wish that every single thing I did when I was 19 wasn't a discussion? Sure," he said. Miller tweeted a link to the Vulture article along with a plug for his upcoming fall tour. Go get tickets for tour. Thundercat J. I. D. I'm bringing a band. The show is going to be special every night. I wish it started tomorrow. It starts October 27th, he wrote. 12 hours before his body was found, Miller also shared videos on his Instagram account from inside his home. They showed a turntable which played his new song So It Goes, which is a morose chorus with the lyrics, "You could have the world in the palm of your hand, you still might drop it. And everybody wanna reach inside your pockets. I tell 'em red light, stop it. ***T, that give me more headaches than alcoholics." In one verse he raps, 9 lives, never die, fuck a heaven, I'm still getting high. There has been an outpouring of tributes from other members of the entertainment industry expressing shock and sadness at news of the Pittsburgh-born artist's death, including Chance the Rapper, Kehlani, Shawn Mendes and J. Cole. In one tweet, Chance the Rapper wrote, "I don't know what to say. Mac Miller took me on my second tour ever. But beyond helping me launch my career, he was one of the sweetest guys I ever knew. Great man. I loved him for real. I'm completely broken. God bless him." A subsequent tweet read, "It's so crazy cause Earl, sick, literally hit me up this morning. Him and Vince were real frebs. Sick, I met at a pivotal time in my life through Mac. This shit hurt so bad. If you love someone, make sure you tell them. Sick." Fellow rapper J. Cole tweeted, "This is a message for anybody in this game that's going through something. If you don't feel right, if you feel you have a substance problem, if you need an ear to vent to, if you're uncomfortable talking to people around you, please reach out to me." Overcome with emotion, artist Kehlani tweeted, "We were supposed to go to a Hannah's this week. I was supposed to come this weekend. We were shooting your video. Neat. Sick week. We had to finish your new favorite show. No, you got the Saturn tattoo. Sick. After I did retard. This is too much. I will miss you so much. I fucking love you, dude. The greatest."